Borussia Dortmund, coached by Lucien Favre, provided stern competition to Bayern München throughout last season, leading to one of the most exciting Bundesliga contests in recent years. The Black and Yellow's star names stepped up. Spanish striker Paco Alcácer was the second highest scorer in the Bundesliga with 18 goals, while young English winger Jadon Sancho led the assists chart with 14, while also scoring 12 goals. And captain Marco Reus led by example, scoring 17 and assisting 8. As a team, Dortmund also put up impressive numbers. They scored the second most goals, 81 to Bayern's 88, and conceded the fourth fewest, 44, after RB Leipzig, Bayern and Borussia Mönchengladbach. And Dortmund's shot conversion was the best in Europe's top 5 leagues, with a goal coming every 6 shots. They also had the greatest number of different goal scorers, 18, and joint with Bayern, and the most goals scored by players coming off the bench. And Dortmund moved quickly this summer to secure additional talent from within the Bundesliga, signing Thorgan Hazard, Julian Brandt, Nico Schulz, and welcoming back Mats Hummels. With these moves, Dortmund now have 3 of the top 5 assist providers from last season's Bundesliga, while Schulz managed 5 assists for Hoffenheim. Dortmund have added creativity and defensive strength to an already brilliant squad. Now this gives Favre some serious options. Football matches are a series of problems to be solved, and the more options a coach has, the more likely he is to be able to defensively and offensively answer the questions posed by the opposition coach and win the game. Favre has been resolute at Dortmund in his use of the 4-2-3-1, and there are good reasons for this. With the strong midfield double pivot of Axel Witsel and Thomas Delaney, Dortmund had a good base from which to control games, while the front 4 were mobile, positionally aware, and worked superbly as a unit to generate chances, supported by dynamic, overlapping fullbacks. In short, Favre had a system that fitted his squad. But there are also issues with using one formation consistently. The Bundesliga is one of the most tactically astute and flexible leagues in the world, with innovative coaches capable of deploying numerous systems and formations throughout a game, and tweaking these to mitigate their own weaknesses and maximise their strengths. That means that coaches need to have squads that suit this requirement for adaptability, with players who can occupy different roles within different systems so that a coach can be prepared for whatever questions the opposition ask them. And with the additions to Dortmund's squad this summer, Favre now has a greater array of options at his disposal. Throughout his career in Germany, Favre, who's also coached at Hertha Berlin and Borussia Mönchengladbach, has been both pragmatic and flexible, using different systems when the need arose. At Hertha, he experimented and changed formations often, using a 4-4-2 with a deeper midfield pairing, variants of a 4-3-3, and even different forms of a 3-man back line with wingbacks. At Gladbach, he was more consistent, using the 4-4-2 but also the 4-2-3-1, and sometimes withdrawing his wide players to create more of a 4-5-1 with an attacking midfielder pushed forwards. There's no reason for Favre to depart the 4-2-3-1, and even if he doesn't, the range of attacking talent he now has means that he can work different variants of it. Julian Brandt could play as an inside forward on the left, with the left back overlapping, or as a central midfielder alongside a more robust but less offensive player like Witsel. Up front, he can again use Paco Alcácer as a more direct forward, or Mario Götze as a kind of free forward or a false 9, who drops off and links play with driving supporting runs coming from the rest of the attacking unit. However, Favre now has even more options at his disposal. The flexibility of players like Brandt, Hazard, Reus and Sancho means that Dortmund could line up as a 4-3-3 with Brandt as the most attacking central midfielder, or as a 4-4-2 with Hazard and Brandt sitting deeper and pushing up and in with Sancho or Reus playing off Alcácer. These options wouldn't impact Dortmund's overall style of direct transitions, quick movement and slick interchanges, but they would mean they could attack and defend differently based on their opposition. And with fullbacks of the quality and athleticism of Schulz, Achraf Hakimi, Lucas Piszczek and Rafael Guerreiro, Favre could even switch to playing 3 at the back with a variety of options ahead. So, this increased flexibility means that Favre can explore a range of tactical options and has the players to implement different systems. With him at the helm, a host of exciting attacking talent and a superb defensive spine, Borussia Dortmund promise to be one of the teams to watch this season.